"You're too old for the New Year celebration," the director said, smiling like she'd just done me a favor. She didn't know. One call from me would bring the mayor straight to her doorstep, turning her exclusive party into a spectacle she'd never forget. My name is Henry, and at 81 years old, I've seen my share of life's ups and downs. I was a high school teacher for over 40 years, molding young minds in history and literature, helping kids see the value in the past while looking forward to the future. But these days, I reside at Oakwood Senior Living, a nursing home that's been my home for the last 2 years. It's comfortable enough, spacious rooms, a garden out back where I like to sit and read, and staff who mostly mean well. My wife, Eleanor, passed away 6 years ago after a long battle with cancer, and without her, the house we shared felt too empty, too full of echoes. So I moved here, where there's company, even if it's not always the kind I'd choose. New Year's Eve has always been special to me. Back when Eleanor was alive, we'd host a small gathering, just close friends, some champagne, and a countdown to midnight with laughter and toasts to new beginnings. She'd wear her favorite red dress, and I'd don my old vest, the one with the pocket watch she gave me on our 20th anniversary. After she was gone, I kept the tradition alive in my own way, here at the home. It's the one night I still feel like my old self, not just a man waiting for time to pass, but someone with stories to share, hopes to nurture. I'm mild-mannered by nature, quiet, the type who avoids conflict. I'd rather read a good book than raise my voice. But this year, that quiet resolve was tested in ways I never expected. It started subtly with whispers and changes that built like a gathering storm. A few weeks before New Year's, a notice went up on the bulletin board. Annual New Year's celebration, guest list adjustments. I didn't think much of it at first. Maybe they were limiting numbers for space. But when I approached Director Elaine to confirm my spot, she pulled me aside in her office, her desk cluttered with files and a framed photo of her smiling family. Elaine's in her 50s, efficient to a fault, with a no-nonsense attitude that sometimes borders on callous. "Henry," she said, folding her hands, "we've had to make some tough decisions this year. The party is for active residents only. We're limiting it to those under 75. You understand, it's about energy levels. You just slow things down. Slow things down." I felt a pang in my chest, like a door slamming shut. I'm not as spry as I used to be. My knees creak, and I use a cane on bad days, but I can still dance a slow waltz, still tell a joke that gets a laugh. "But Elaine," I protested gently, "I've attended every year. It means a lot to me." She waved it off with that patronizing smile. "Henry, trust me, it's for the best. We'll have a quiet gathering in the lounge for folks like you. Tea and biscuits, nothing too exciting." nothing too exciting, as if excitement was a luxury reserved for the younger seniors. I left her office feeling diminished, like I'd been reduced to a liability, but the injustices piled on. Later that week, as I shuffled past the staff break room, I overheard two aides chatting over coffee. "Old Henry wanted in on the New Year's bash," one said, chuckling. "He walks too slowly anyway. Let the younger seniors enjoy it without tripping over canes." Younger seniors, we're all over 65 here. Their words stung, painting me as an obstacle rather than a person. I kept walking, but the hurt lingered. Then came the preparations. I couldn't help but notice the activity in the main hall. Deliveries of decorations, sparkling lights being strung up, tables set with fine linens, end candles flickering in test runs, a band practicing lively tunes, a buffet menu boasting shrimp cocktails, roast beef, and champagne fountains. It looked magical, the kind of event that could make you forget the aches and pains for a night. But when I lingered too long watching, an aide shooed me away. "This isn't for everyone, Mr. Thompson. Back to your room, please." Worse still, they took my vest. I'd laid it out on my bed, pressing it carefully for the occasion I hoped to join. But a nurse came in for my evening meds and spotted it. "Oh, Henry, no need to dress up for a night you're not part of," she said, scooping it up. "I'll put it in storage so it doesn't get wrinkled." Storage? It felt like they were storing me away, piece by piece. The final straw was seeing Mrs. Clara, 83, and as sweet as they come, turned away. She'd been excited, talking about it for days. Her family couldn't visit, so the party was her highlight, but Elaine blocked her at the door during a rehearsal. "Clara, dear, you're too frail this year. This is a celebration, not a retirement parade." Clara burst into tears, right there in the hallway, her shoulders shaking. "But I just wanted to feel included," she whispered. Included? That word echoed in my mind. The accumulation of these slights, the age cutoff, the mocking whispers, the lavish setup we were barred from, the confiscation of my vest, Clara's tears, it all boiled down to one thing: discrimination. Treating us like relics, unworthy of joy because our years outnumbered our steps. It wasn't just unfair, it was dehumanizing. We'd built lives, raised families, contributed to society, and now, in our twilight, we were sidelined for being too old. My blood simmered. No more tea and biscuits in the lounge. This needed to change. The turning point hit like a thunderclap right before the event doors. I dressed in my best shirt anyway, cane in hand, determined to at least plead my case one last time. The hall buzzed with anticipation, music faintly audible through the walls. But at the entrance, Elaine stood guard, clipboard in hand. "Henry, I told you, you're not on the list." I straightened as best I could. Elaine, please. New Year's is about new starts for everyone. She leaned in, her voice low but cutting. This party is for active seniors, not relics like you. Relics. The word hung in the air, sharp as a knife. I turned away, my face burning, but in that moment, something ignited. Not anger exactly, resolve. As I walked back to my room, I muttered under my breath, "If I'm too old for your celebration, let's see what the mayor thinks." Justice doesn't always come roaring. Sometimes it's a quiet phone call. I knew just the person to reach out to. My granddaughter, Sophie. She's 26, sharp as a tack, and works as a communications aide for the mayor's office. We talk every Sunday. She's one of the few who still makes time for me. That night, I dialed her number, my voice steady despite the tremor in my hands. "Grandpa, you okay? It's late." "Sophie, honey, I need your help. The director here excluded me and others from the New Year's party because we're too old. Called us relics. It's not right." There was a pause, then outrage. "They said what?" "Grandpa, that's age discrimination. Illegal, even. I'll tell the mayor first thing tomorrow. He's big on senior rights. Remember that initiative last year?" "Yes," I said, a spark of hope flickering, "but keep it quiet until the right moment." Sophie didn't waste time. The next day, New Year's Eve, she briefed Mayor Rodriguez. He's a good man, mid-40s, known for community outreach. "No one excludes seniors on New Year's," he reportedly said, "especially not in a facility that gets city funding. We're going." While Sophie handled the top end, I gathered evidence on my side. Discreetly, of course. I'm no spy, but I've read enough mysteries to know the drill. First, the guest list. I snapped a photo of it on Elaine's desk during a forgotten meds excuse. Clear as day. Names crossed out with notes like, "Over 75, exclude." Then, a recording. Using my old smartphone, hidden in my pocket, I captured Elaine's relics comment during a repeat confrontation. Finally, images of the event setup, the opulent decorations, the active seniors only sign subtly placed, and contrasting shots of us relics in the dim lounge sipping lukewarm tea. By evening, everything was in place. Sophie texted, "We're on our way, 8:30 p.m., unannounced." My heart raced. I told Clara and a few others. Whispers of hope spread like wildfire. "Tonight changes everything," I said. The fallout was spectacular, a New Year's fireworks show of justice. At 8:30 sharp, as the party was in full swing, Elaine took the microphone for her welcome speech. "Tonight, we celebrate our vibrant senior community," she began, her voice amplified over the jazz band. Then, the doors swung open. In walked Mayor Rodriguez, flanked by 3 city officials, Sophie among them, and a local news photographer trailing behind. The music faltered, glasses clinked to a stop. Elaine's face went ashen, her microphone hand trembling. "Mayor Rodriguez, what brings you here?" He smiled politely, but his eyes were steel. "Uninvited, I know, but we received a report of exclusionary practices here at Oakwood. Where are the seniors who weren't allowed to attend, the ones deemed too old?" The room fell silent. Elaine stammered, "It's a misunderstanding. We were just—" A staffer whispered urgently to her, "Oh no, someone reported us." Panic rippled through the aides. Mayor Rodriguez didn't let up. "We have evidence, lists, recordings, photos. This facility receives public funds. Discrimination won't stand." Clara, who'd been peeking from the hallway, stepped forward, tears streaming. "They called us relics," she said, her voice quavering. "I entered then, cane tapping steadily, head high." Elaine's eyes widened. "Henry." The mayor turned to me. "Mr. Thompson, thank you for bringing this to light." Turning back to Elaine, he said firmly, "You're suspended, pending investigation. Oakwood is now under city oversight. No more age-based exclusions." The news photographer snapped away. By morning, the story would hit local headlines. Mayor crashes, exclusionary senior party. Elaine was escorted out, her vibrant facade crumbling. But the real magic came after. The mayor addressed the crowd. "No more discrimination. Everyone celebrates tonight. Open the doors. Let's make this a New Year's for all." The barriers fell. Us relics flooded in. Clara beaming, Mr. Wilkins adjusting his hearing aid with excitement. The band struck up again, livelier than before. Tables were reset, champagne poured freely. I retrieved my vest from storage, slipping it on like armor. For the first time in years, I danced. A slow sway with Clara, her hand in mine, laughing at old memories. As midnight neared, fireworks lit the sky outside. Sophie pulled me aside. "Grandpa, you saved New Year's for so many people, not just tonight, for the future." I smiled, watching the room alive with joy. No one is ever too old to be included, only forgotten by the wrong people. But tonight, we're remembered. Let me take you deeper into the heart of it all, because these stories aren't just about revenge. They're about reclaiming dignity. That guest list adjustment, it wasn't random. Elaine had implemented it quietly, citing safety concerns, but really it was about optics, making the home look youthful for potential donors peeking in. I'd overheard her on the phone. "We want vibrant photos for the brochure, not wheelchairs and canes." The whispers from staff, they weren't isolated. It was a culture. Young aides venting frustrations, forgetting we have ears and hearts. He walks too slowly, as if speed defined worth. I'd taught kids for decades. I knew potential wasn't measured in strides. Seeing the preparations excluded us, amplified the pain. The hall transformed into a wonderland, crystal chandeliers borrowed, a dance floor polished to shine, even a photo booth with props. But for us, the lounge offered stale cookies and reruns on TV. Taking my vest felt personal, a stripping of tradition, of memory. Clara's breakdown, heart-wrenching. She'd lost her husband recently. The party was her anchor. Elaine's retirement parade quip, cruelty disguised as practicality, finding my resolve at the door, being called a relic, crystallized it. I'd endured enough. Sophie's reaction fueled the fire. Her position gave us leverage. Gathering evidence was meticulous. The list photo risky, but necessary. The recording clear. Images telling the tale of two worlds. The mayor's arrival, masterful chaos. Elaine's speech cut short, her authority evaporating. The suspension was immediate. HR called in. Paperwork started. Oversight meant real change. Inclusive policies. Training on ageism. The twist of inclusion turned the night magical. Dancing with Clara, toasting at midnight. It wasn't just a party, it was validation. Sophie's words echoed. I'd sparked a movement. Residents now had a voice. The home pledged reforms. Remember, age brings wisdom, not obsolescence. If you're sidelined, speak up. One call can rewrite the ending. New Year's is for new beginnings, no matter your years. Here's to being seen, heard, and celebrated.